Lakshmi is working in a multinational company. We have an auxiliary verb here, that is. How did the people around him look? So we are starting with HOW, how, and ending with a question mark. How did the people around him look? Remember, tag, it should be opposite to the statement. If the statement is positive, tag will be negative. If the statement is negative, tag will be positive. Hello, hi and namaste. This is Shobita S. Aradhya, lecturer, Department of English, Vidyashram Pre-University College, Mysuru, a temple of excellence. A warm welcome to you all for today's session, and today we are going to learn one more language component, that is question forms. How are we going to frame question? What are the different forms of framing question? There are different forms of questions, like where we get a full answer, or we get the answer in yes or no, or we also sometimes confirm what we have said, whether it is true or not. So these are the different types of questions asked, and mainly we ask WH questions, means we ask questions where like what, where, when, who. These are the different types of questions. What are these question forms? All those we are going to learn today in this session. Now let us start the session of question forms. How do we frame questions in English? How it has to be framed? Do we just invert the word order or use some other devices for this purpose? What is this invert the word order? Like, you are late. This is an affirmative sentence. To frame a question, to make it a question, is it enough if we invert the word order? Like, I will write the auxiliary verb first. Are you late? See, it is a question now. Is it enough if we just invert the word order? No, this is a kind of question framing. There are other forms to be used. So, which are those forms we'll study in this now. Going to the next slide, we'll start with yes or no questions. There are some questions to which we get only yes or no answers. So, how to frame such questions? Every time we do not ask descriptive answer from our listener, but we also ask yes or no questions. How to frame yes or no questions? Yes or no questions are the most basic type of question. In our daily life, in our routine, we ask these kind of questions many times and we do answer for such questions. Like every day in the morning, question starts with, do you want milk? Did you wake up? Will you take bath? Are you going to the college? For all these questions, you just say yes or no. So, this is the most basic type of question and most used question form. You can use them to ask for simple yes or no answer. If you are asked, are you going to the college today? Just say yes or no. You don't say, you give a descriptive answer, giving reason and all, isn't it? So, we expect only yes or no by asking such questions. They usually begin with a verb including auxiliary verbs. As I told you, are you late? So, there is an auxiliary verb there. Or even modal verbs. Modals, we have discussed, modals are can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might. All these are modals, and the auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs are is, are, were. Okay. So, am, all these are the auxiliary verbs. Example is here, it is windy today. It is an affirmative sentence. If I want to change it to the question, is it windy today? So, auxiliary verb comes first and it becomes a question, we put a question mark. So this is how yes or no questions are to be formed. To know more rules, conditions, let us solve the exercise now. Write yes or no questions using the statements given below. Here are the statements. You have to frame question where you'll get the answer in yes or no. First one is here. The whites have made us slaves. This is a statement. The whites have made us slaves. If you remember, this sentence is from Think on It. You should remember from which chapter it is. Now, to frame the question, we can frame it in negative or the affirmative way, means the normal or the negative question also. First one is here. Have the whites made us slaves? Okay. Have the whites made us slaves? Question mark. If for a negative kind of question, haven't the whites made us slaves? So when these questions are asked, how will you answer? Either yes or no. Correct? Next, the restaurant keeper had asked him to take off his shirt. This is the statement. How will you frame a question? Using the auxiliary verb. So, had the restaurant keeper asked him to take off his shirt? Question mark. Okay. So, usually it starts with auxiliary verb and then verb and ends with a question mark, wherein you will get the answer in yes or no. Hadn't the restaurant keeper asked him to take off his shirt? Here also you will get yes or no answer. Lakshmi is working in a multinational company. So, one thing you have to remember, if you are making it a question, search for auxiliary verb, modal verbs, or the verb what it is. If you don't have auxiliary verb or modal in the sentence, you can use do forms. Do, does, did, done, okay, doing. So all these can be used if there are no auxiliary verbs and modals in the statement. Lakshmi is working in a multinational company. We have an auxiliary verb here, that is. So we'll start the question with the auxiliary verb is. Is Lakshmi working in a multinational company? Question mark. Okay. To make it a negative one, isn't Lakshmi working in a multinational company? And question mark. Okay. So you'll either answer yes or no. Rajesh was a carpenter. Was is the auxiliary verb used here. So, was Rajesh a carpenter? Question mark. Remember, question mark is very important in these kind of questions. If it is a question, there should be question mark. If in exam you have written the correct sentence and did not put the question mark at the end, you are going to lose marks. Remember this, should mark the question mark, otherwise you will lose the mark in the examination. Was Rajesh a carpenter? Remember, whatever tense is used in the statement, the same tense must be there in the question also. You cannot change the tense. Like here it is was, you cannot make it is. Is Rajesh a carpenter? No, you can't change the tense here. Tense has to be the same. Wasn't Rajesh a carpenter? Again, question mark. Questions will end with question mark. Next, industries were the symbols of development. So, this is the statement. And is there any auxiliary verb? Yes, there is auxiliary verb. Where? Were industries the symbols of development? Question mark. So, question mark and auxiliary verb is here. Weren't industries the symbols of development? And question mark. Okay. So, let us see few more examples in the next slide. He can speak English fluently. Here we have a modal in the sentence. Which is the modal? Can is the modal. Okay. Can, we'll put it first. We'll bring it to the first. Can he speak English fluently? Can is a modal and at the end we have question mark. Can he speak English fluently is a question. Can't he speak English fluently and question mark. So what do we get the answer? Yes or no. Next, my mother reads Prajavani every day. What is Prajavani? Prajavani is a Kannada daily. My mother reads Prajavani every day. So here there is no auxiliary verb. There is no modal in the statement. What do? I told you we'll use the do forms. Do, does, did. So which will we use? Does. Okay. So does my mother read Prajavani every day? Question mark. Or doesn't my mother read Prajavani every day? Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Don't forget question mark. My sisters too read Prajavani every day. This is the statement. So here also there is no auxiliary verb. There is no modal also. What we'll do? We'll use do. Do my sisters too read Prajavani every day? Okay. Or don't my sisters too read Prajavani every day? And question mark. Okay. The teacher gave us homework. Okay. Is there any auxiliary verb here? No. Is there any modal? No. So what will we use? We'll use did. Why we are using did? Because gave is past form. Okay. Past tense is there. So we have to frame the question in past tense itself. Did is the past tense of do and does. Did the teacher give us homework? Question mark. Didn't the teacher give us homework? Question mark again. Okay. Last one. Some delegates won't attend the seminar. So, is there any auxiliary verb? Some delegates won't attend the seminar. Here we have the negative form of the modal, that is will not. Okay. The short form of will not. Will not is won't. Okay, that we already have in the statement. We'll use the same. Will some delegates attend the seminar? Question mark. And won't some delegates attend the seminar? And question mark. Okay, hope this is clear now. This is called yes or no question form, where you'll get the answer in yes or no. Next we have is asking 5 WH questions. Now you must be having doubt, ma'am, there are 8 WH questions. Correct? Yes. 5 I have chosen which are most often asked. Let me make a list which are the WH questions. The WH questions are what, when, where, why, who, whom, whose, and how. Okay, what, when, where, why, who, whom, whose. All these are starting with WH in the beginning. Why not how? Then how can we consider it as WH question? Yes, we have W and H in this question, but not in the same order, not at the beginning. We have W and H in this. So this is also considered as one of the WH words. Okay. So we let us start with 5 WH word or WH questions. So how do we do that? For these questions, we'll need to replace part of the sentence with WH word. A part of the sentence is replaced with WH word. That is, any of these 8 words will be replaced by a part of the sentence. We'll usually need to invert the word order as well. So, invert, change the place of the words. The order has to be changed, but not every time, but not always. Sometimes, in some of the sentences, we need to invert the word order. Okay. Let us solve some of the exercises here. So what is the main? Frame WH question so as to get the underlined word or words as answer. So some of the words has to be, we need to get some words as answers. Okay. So now I'll tell you which are the words for which you have to frame the question. Let us start the exercise. First one, man has failed to understand the nature and her ways. So the underlined words are here, the nature and her ways. So we should get that as the answer. In such a way we need to frame the question. So what is a question. If you ask what has man failed to understand, what will you get the answer? We'll get the underlined words as answer. What has man failed to understand? The nature and her ways. Okay. So should understand the question word properly, only then you can use it in the question forms. The narrator will drive Nicola and Jacopo to the hospital. So here the question is where. If where is there, what should you get the answer? To the hospital. Correct? So where will the narrator drive Nicola and Jacopo? To the hospital. The commission was appointed to look into the matter. To get those words as answer, which WH word are you using? Why was the commission appointed? This is the reason, okay, given. To look into the matter is the reason. So when you are asking reason, we use the question WHY. Why? Okay. There are 5 members in the commission. So number 5 you have to get as the answer. How many? How is used to get the amount, number, okay, the quantity. How many members were in the commission? Next, the elephant put his trunk inside the hut slowly. So slowly is how it done, the time taken. So for that, which word suits well? That is how. How did the elephant put his trunk inside the hut? Note, you should note here that every question form has the question mark at the end, which is very important. Okay. Next, the lion wanted to have peace and tranquility in his kingdom. What was lion wanting to have? Peace and tranquility. So we'll frame the question with what and end with a question mark. Then the people around him looked like hungry wolves. So you should get this as answer. So it is the reason telling, okay. How did the people around him look? So we are starting with HOW, how, and ending with a question mark. How did the people around him look? One more thing you need to notice here is when you are using did. Did is the past form of do. Okay, is the past tense of do. When you are using did, you need not use the past form of verb. Okay, here looked is past form. You need not use ed. Okay, so ed is added to some of the words to make it past tense. Okay, here if you are using did in the sentence, you should not use the verb in past form. The verb should be in present, or the basic word should be used. Okay, this is very important. We are usually in common, we all make this mistake. If you are asked, where is your book? You'll tell, I did not brought, ma'am. Okay, so if you are using did, need not use brought. The base form of the word is bring. You should use bring only. It should be in present tense. I did not bring the book, ma'am. Okay, if it is did in the sentence is past tense, and you need not use the past tense of the verb. Okay. Next example, the narrator was 70 kilometers away from home. Again, the question is formed with how. How many kilometers or how far was the narrator away from his home, and question mark. Mara met the king at his palace midnight. If palace has to be the answer, we should ask where. Correct? Where did Mara meet the king at midnight and question mark. Okay, now we'll get the answer palace. We'll get the place where he was supposed to meet. Udyan Express leaves Bangalore at 8 p.m. for Mumbai. So, what is underlined? The time is underlined. If you want time as the answer, what is the word you have to use? When. Isn't it? Yes. WHEN, when does the Udyan Express leave Bangalore for Mumbai, and a question mark. So, here, why has this does come? Because there are no auxiliary verbs here. When there are no auxiliary verbs or modals in the sentence, we use do forms. Okay. So, this is in simple present. So, we'll use does. When does the Udyan Express leave Bangalore for Mumbai? Okay. So, this is how you frame questions using WH questions, WH words. Next, asking tag questions. You will be asked to tag a question in the examination. So, how will you tag this? Let us see. A tag question is simply a sentence with a question tag at the end. Okay, at the end you are going to use a question tag. It is used to check or to confirm that you have understood something correctly. So, we usually ask, like the lecturers, the teachers ask, did you understand? Okay, I hope you understood. Didn't you? Correct? These are the tags. So, some example here, the train leaves at 9 a.m. Okay, this is the statement. The train leaves at 9 a.m. Okay, then we'll tag a question, that is, doesn't it? Okay, here also we'll make use of auxiliary verbs or modals if they are present in the statement. If they are not present in the statement, we'll use do forms. Okay, so only it is doesn't it. Keep remembering, or I keep remembering you that be careful when you are using the tenses. It is very important to know the tense of the statement to frame the question. You could also use it to confirm whether something you already know or think you know is true. Just now I asked, you understood the lesson, isn't it? Did you? Okay, these are to confirm what I have understood, whether it is correct, true or not. To confirm that I asked something. So, those are called the tag questions. You will bring the cake. Okay, it is the statement. You will bring the cake. To confirm, what I'll ask, won't you? Okay, so what we'll do is, in exams they'll give you a statement. You have to write the whole statement, and at the end of the statement you will put a comma, and then with the auxiliary verbs or modals which are present in the sentence, you will use that, or you will use do forms. One more important thing you have to see here is, if the statement is positive, you have to use negative tag. If the statement is negative, you have to use positive tag. Okay, how we are going to use that, we'll see in the exercise now. Supply suitable tag to the following statement. So, statement is there, you have to supply a tag. You'll just tag a question there. Mother was everything for us. This is the statement. So, how you are going to answer it? You'll write the statement first, mother was everything for us, and then put a comma. So, after this, usually in the statement you will be having full stop at the end. You have to change it to comma. And then, was is already here. The auxiliary verb is present in the statement. We'll use that. Here it is positive. Was is a positive term. Okay. So, we need to use the negative one. Wasn't. So, we add was not. The short form of was not is wasn't. Wasn't she, and the question mark. Okay. We are her children. Aren't we? Are is already there. Auxiliary verb is present in the statement, and this is positive. So what we need to do? We need to change it to negative. Aren't we? The full stop is changed to comma. Okay. And the negative verb form are becomes aren't we and the question mark. She made her lap our bed. Is there any auxiliary verb here? No. Is there any modal? No. What are we going to do? We'll use do forms. Okay. She made her lap our bed. Made is in past tense. Okay. If it is in past tense, we'll use the past form of do. What is the past form of do? Did. Okay. Is the sentence here positive or negative? The statement is positive. So tag must be negative. Didn't. Okay. We use did instead of the, as there is no auxiliary verb here, we used did because the statement is in past tense. And as the statement is positive, we are tagging negative question. Didn't she and a question mark. Our kicks didn't hurt her. So here already didn't is there. It is in negative form. Didn't, did not is there. It is the negative notion. Our kicks didn't hurt her. So what we need to do? We'll change the question tag to positive. Okay. Did they? Here our is there. Our becomes they. Okay. Our changes to they. Okay. Our sickness stole her sleep. In this there is no auxiliary verb. There is no modal. So what we'll do? We'll use do form. And which tense it is? Sickness stole. Steal is present tense. Stole is past tense. So we'll use did and the statement is positive. So we'll change it to negative. Okay. We make it didn't. Here it is our. So it becomes they. Okay. They. First person becomes third person. Okay. Our sickness stole her sleep. Didn't they. Okay. Our hunger had led her to skip her meals. So is there any auxiliary verb? Yes, there is. That is had. Is the statement negative or positive? This is positive. So it should be, the tag should be negative. Using the auxiliary verb and making it negative, it becomes hadn't. Again, our. Okay. Our becomes they and a question mark. One more. She will never curse her children. So, she will never curse. Never is negative. Will is a modal used here and this is negative. Question tag should be positive. Will she? Okay. So, do not forget to put the comma. See whether the statement is positive or negative. And after the tag, you need to put the question mark. Okay. So, few more. They don't have any love for their old mother. So, do form is already here. Okay. And it is negative. What we'll do? We'll use the positive one. We make it do. They will remain the same. They don't have any love for their old mother. Do they? Okay. Remember, if you write only the tag, in exam, if you write only the tag, you will not get any mark. You need to write the sentence, put a comma and then the tag. Only then you will get marks. Remember this. Don't try to finish in a hurry and write only the tag. If you write only the tag, that main will not be considered for evaluation. You will not get any marks. You have to write the whole sentence, comma, then the tag. Remember, tag, it should be opposite to the statement. If the statement is positive, tag will be negative. If the statement is negative, tag will be positive. These things you have to remember. Next, they can seldom feel for their mother. Can is already here and this is positive. So, we'll make it negative. Can't. They will remain the same. Can't they. Last one, we should love and respect our mothers. We should. Should is a modal. Should is there. So, If it is positive, we need to make it negative. Should becomes shouldn't. We should love and respect our mothers, shouldn't we? Of course, we need to respect our mothers. You'll end the tag with the question mark. So, this is how you will add a tag to the statement and frame a question. So, today we learned 3 types of question forms: yes or no, WH and tag questions. These will be asked in your examinations. I say it again, don't forget putting the question mark at the end wherever there is need of comma, wherever there is need to change from positive to negative, and make use of auxiliary verbs in the statement or the modals present in the statement. If modals or auxiliary verbs are not there, then you use do forms. Okay, so this is all we learned today. In next session, I'll come up with few more language components, and we'll work hard and score a good marks. And for all your doubts, I am here with you. And till the next class, it's a bye from my side. Take care, bye-bye, and thank you.